You know, we've been drawing contrasts in this campaign, and I think that's important for voters so that they know where we stand, what our records are, what it is we will do as president. Today in the crowd, I was given two mailings that Senator Obama's campaign is sending out. And I have to express my deep disappointment that he is continuing to send false and discredited mailings with information that is not true to the voters of Ohio. He says one thing in speeches, and then he turns around and does this. And we have consistently called him on it. It has been discredited. It is blatantly false, and yet he continues to spend millions of dollars perpetuating falsehoods. That is not the new politics that the speeches are about. It is not hopeful, it is destructive, particularly for a Democrat, to be discrediting universal health care by waging a false campaign against my plan, to be talking about NAFTA in a way that tries to make him appear to have a plan when he does not. This health care mailing, which is very reminiscent of the health insurance industry's attacks on what we tried to do the last time we went after universal health care, is the worst kind of politics. Number one, it is wrong and untrue. And number two, it is exactly the talking points that the health insurance industry and the Republicans use on a daily basis. Senator Obama knows that it is not true that my plan forces people to buy insurance even if they can't afford it. My plan has more financial help. My plan has been evaluated by independent experts as actually achieving universal coverage and providing the financial assistance so everyone can have health care. This mailing about NAFTA, saying that I believe NAFTA was, quote, a boon, quotes a newspaper that had corrected the record. We have pointed it out. The newspaper has pointed it out. Time and time again, you hear one thing in speeches, and then you see a campaign that has the worst kind of tactics, reminiscent of the same sort of Republican attacks on Democrats. Well, I am here to say that it is not only wrong, but it is undermining core democratic principles. Since when do Democrats attack one another on universal health care? I thought we were trying to realize Harry Truman's dream. I thought this campaign finally gave us an opportunity to put together a coalition to achieve universal health care. That's what Senator Edwards and I fought for and talked about throughout the campaign. Just because Senator Obama chose not to present a universal health care plan does not give him the right to attack me because I did. So let's have a real campaign. Enough with the speeches and the big rallies and then using tactics that are right out of Karl Rove's playbook. This is wrong, and every Democrat should be outraged, because this is the kind of attack that not only undermines core democratic values, but gives aid and comfort to the very special interests and their allies in the Republican Party who are against doing what we want to do for America. So shame on you, Barack Obama. It is time you ran a campaign consistent with your messages in public. That's what I expect from you. Meet me in Ohio. Let's have a debate about your tactics and your behavior.
We have been subject to constant attack from the Clinton campaign, except when we were down 20 points. And that was true in Iowa, it was true in South Carolina, it was true in Wisconsin, and it is true now. So, I think that they need to take a look at what they've been doing. In terms of the two mailers that she specifically referred to here, these are mailers that, by the way, started going out several days ago, if not weeks ago. So I'm puzzled by the sudden change in tone, unless these were just brought to her attention. It makes me think that there's something tactical about her getting so exercised this morning. And unlike some of the attacks that have been leveled about me that have been debunked by news organizations. These are accurate. Senator Clinton, as part of the Clinton administration, supported NAFTA. In her book, she called it one of the administration's successes. And we point that out in a state that has been devastated by trade and is deeply concerned about the position of candidates on trade. With respect to the health care mailer, she has been the one who has made this difference about mandates the centerpiece, not just of the health care debate, but practically her campaign. And what this mailer does is point out this difference that she herself surfaced and describes what the mandate that she's calling for would mean, which is that the government would force you to buy health care. That's indisputable. So the notion that somehow we're engaging in nefarious tactics, I think is pretty hard to swallow.